big thing that I've been talking about this week is the reveal of our website. Yes, it was up there before. Yes, there was some information, but I completely went in last week and revamped everything. So if you have not had a chance to take a look at this, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I don't care if you've been a coach with me since I started. This is all brand new stuff. It really, flows. I need to work on our logo a little bit. I'm still playing around with the design of what the website looks like, but all of the information is here. If you're a new coach, you don't have to wait until we start a new coach boot camp to get started. The important thing that I want you guys to remember is this is what you now need to take and utilize with your coaches. That's why I spent so much time putting stuff into this, is so that you guys could, it's an easier duplication system. So if you get a new coach, the first place that you want to direct them is here, because it's going to house everything. It gives them new coach training so that they can do it at a self-pace. If they clicked on it, they're going to be able to see that they can go through and do week 1, and everything is here, and it'll continue. If you need guides and scripts for anything, they're here. So I want you guys to utilize this to your advantage. If I've talked about it before, but I'm really going to harp on it some more. This website, the team page, and Google need to be your best friend when you have questions. All of the answers are out there. We've put a lot of time and effort into making it very simple for you, and where to find this stuff. So make sure that you guys are utilizing all of these tools before you're running to your upline sponsor asking them questions. I'm not saying that they won't answer it, but I'm just saying that we've really put these tools in place to help benefit you, so that you guys can be super successful, and as well as teach your coaches exactly what to do. So tonight, I'm going to be talking about a product launch guide and what that is. First, let me start off with announcements. So if you didn't see in our emails, the top 20 Success Club earners this month will get a 15-minute one-on-one call with Carl. I don't know about y'all, but that is pretty exciting. Like, he's super awesome, and the fact that he really wants to, give his time to those that are really putting into the business. We've had a couple coaches on the Rockstar team that have actually earned some of these in the past, and the amount of wealth and information that they get from him is just, it's awesome. So why not shoot for the sky? I mean, honestly, who's to say that you couldn't do it? Like, I don't want you guys to look at those things and be like, oh, that's never going to be me. Like, why not you? Why can't that be you? And so, I mean, it's just a super cool incentive. If you hit Success Club 5 this month, you earn a webcast with Darren Hardy. You guys know that I am an avid lover of Darren Hardy. That's why I send you guys the Compound Effect as your welcome coach package. He is an amazing mentor, super inspiring. So the fact that we get to be on a webinar with him is pretty awesome. 21-Day Fix, Fix Extreme, Body Beast are all on sale for $140, which is awesome. And it actually plays into what we're going to talk about tonight. Kickstart packages are down to $180. Remember, we talked about 3-day refresh, really how to upsell that to take advantage of that $180 package. Next weekend is Super Friday, Saturday, or Sunday in your area. You need to put this on the calendar. It needs to be a non-negotiable, and you need to be there. If you don't know where your local Super Saturday is, if you go under the News and Training tab in your Coach Online office, and you look at the events, you're going to find that they're anywhere in your area. The leaders on the team are also posting, the links for the groups to where the Super Saturday is for that specific area. I've already posted the one for the Dallas Super Saturday. It's actually on Sunday, so if you haven't signed up for those, I highly suggest you do it. The Fall Classic. Registration will begin toward the end of October. That is just really, it's just kind of another incentive to help keep you on track. We really talk about success partners and what that means.
Okay, bye.
And what that means. Oh, somebody's not muted. What that means. And so the Fall Classic is very much similar to the Team Beachbody Cup, where we had a group of coaches that are working together. nothing more than what we already do on an everyday basis. But it's just 2 people. So it's just you and a partner. If you want to do your success partner, that's a great way for you guys to really build that relationship. If you don't have a success partner, or the ones that we paired you up with aren't working, that's fine. What I've been telling new coaches and other coaches who have been reaching out to me is I want you to do this. When I was looking for a success partner here the past month and a half, I'm in several different Beachbody corporate groups. And so what I did is I honestly made, I kind of felt like I was speed dating, but I made like a small, whatever, not advertisement, basically, for myself, like advertising me. So I went into the group and I just posted, hey guys, I'm looking for a success partner. Here's where I'm at in my business. Here's the goals that I want to achieve. Here's what I'm looking for in a success partner. Is anyone wanting to pair up? And I had different people comment. And so all I did is I went and messaged them, and we went back and forth, and we just kind of talked about things, and I found one that really worked well for me. That's how you guys need to work on finding a success partner. So if it's not working out with, what we paired you up with, then I want you guys to take the initiative to find somebody that's going to help you be successful, and for you to help them be successful. So success. I've already talked about the website and the team planner. So I understand that I'm working to figure out what's going on with the link. I know that when you click on the link, the preview is not available. However, if you zoom in, it says download. You should still be able to download it. You may not be able to on your phone, and it's an extremely large document, but so you'll have to do it on your computer. We are going to start utilizing this in the new coach training, and as well as on team calls, and at events. So I highly suggest that you go take a look at this and print it off. We are working with a couple printing companies to see if we can actually have them professionally printed for a cheap price. But for now, I just printed mine off at home. It is a great way to help you organize and keep everything in track and what you should be doing on a day-to-day basis. And so I really suggest that you utilize that. That plays into our new Girl Boss Bootcamp. It is completely revised, revamped. And so I would recommend that even if you're an old coach or a veteran coach, that you jump into this Girl Boss Bootcamp, because it's going to go over how we're utilizing the team planner. It's going over some new training, just some really awesome things that are happening within our team. So if you're needing kind of just to be revived back into your business, I suggest jumping into it so that you guys can, see the progress and where we're going with our team, and just kind of help, some great refreshers or things that you may not know. So if you have not listened to the National Wake Up Call yesterday, I suggest that you do it. It was so great. It was Carl. It's always great to hear him. But he really talked about what we should be doing the next several months. Right now, what you're doing today is going to be, it's going to determine your success in January, February, in December, January, and February. Those are our huge months for Beachbody. I mean, everyone's making their New Year's resolutions. They're wanting to get healthy and fit. But that just doesn't happen when December rolls around. You automatically start, seeing success. That success is built upon what you are doing right now. And so he talked about, we're planting the seeds. You guys hear me say it all the time. You're planting seeds and you're starting a garden. You're not going to see those benefits necessarily overnight. But as you plant those seeds, as you start to water them, you harvest them, you're going to start seeing and reap the benefits from that. So I want you to think about this. If you talked with 3 people from today forward and through the end of the year, you would have 250 plus leads on your list. So that when January does roll around and you're posting about your New Year's resolution challenge group, people are going to remember who you are, because they're already seeing your post. You've already been talking to them. So that talking to 3 people a day is our minimal goal as a coach. So if you did that from now until December, that's 250 people. So I'm going to play a little bit off of what Brooke talked about last week in our social media. You guys all know, that we have a new program coming out in December called the Masters Hammer and Chisel. It in order for you to have success with that, you have to have a plan. It doesn't just happen overnight. You don't just automatically say, hey, this new program's out, great, let's try it. You have to plan far in advance. So I know that it's not coming out until December, but we like to plan so far ahead, and I want you guys to have time to kind of really play with things, that it should be a month-long process of you planting those seeds in order for them to see what is coming out. So it's called a product launch plan. And so I want you guys to understand why that's important. Back in 2014, last year, when the 21-Day Fix came out, it was a huge, huge, huge success. In fact, it sold out in 3 days. A lot of coaches hit the jackpot. And I mean, we had coaches that were ending with Success Club 50, Success Club 100. And that wasn't just because they were some top coach in the company. That was some startup coaches, brand new coaches that had been coaches for 2 months. But it's because they had started planning that product launch beforehand. I get kind of not frustrated, but sometimes it can kind of, when you see coaches blame that, oh, I didn't really have any success with this product launch. But you take a look at what they did leading up to that, and you see that there wasn't a whole lot of exposure to it. So yeah, you're not going to see success with it. It's a matter of dripping those seeds a long time in order for them to see the success. So I'm going to give you all of the tools to help you plan out for that launch. The most successful coaches are going to be the ones who anticipate that launch. Since the 21-Day Fix launch that month, I think I ended in Success Club 35. That was the first month I'd ever hit over 10. Before that, I had, dabbled in Success Club 10, but I was mainly a Success Club 5 person. But I set out a plan, and I said, this is what I'm going, I started promoting it. I started talking about it, using the tools that they give us from corporate. And, I was able to have this huge successful month. It's been the same thing with every successful product launch that we've had. Insanity Max 30, I ended the month with 40. Insanity 21-Day Fix Extreme, I think I was at 25. With Size, I ended with 20. So it's because I had a plan in place beforehand. So what is a product launch plan? Well, it's a step-by-step proposal that's going to help you introduce a new product to your market. It's going to give you all the action steps, how to consider, and how to create a strategy. Someone's not muted. So basically, it's your game plan, okay? It's how you're going to be successful with this product. So why do we need one? Well, it's going to help you focus on the core framework of what you're trying to do. You are wanting to be smarter than those that are around you. It's going to help you assess the resources that you need, and it's going to give you that clear roadmap on how to proceed. Without a launch plan, I guarantee you 95% of the time you're not going to be successful, with this part of the business. So it starts with what's called a sideways sale letter. Best-selling author Jeff Walker, he's the creator of the product launch formula. It breaks it down into 10 steps. I'm not going to go through all 10 steps tonight, but here's what I want you to know. Everything that I'm talking about tonight, there's also going to be several documents and a video that's attached to it. I'm going to upload on our team website and on our team Google Drive a product launch folder. So anything that I've talked about, any pictures that you see me post, those are all going to be uploaded in there so that you have access to everything to help you be successful. But really it talks about the sideways sale letter. And what that means is you are prospecting your customers with multiple touches. You're sprinkling in bits and pieces here and there about the upcoming offer to help build the excitement and anticipation, to where when you get to the actual launch date, it's a full-fledged event to where you are automatically sending out links and getting people signed up and ready to go. So you have your pre-launch content, okay? That's going to come in the form of your social media posts, if you do a blog, any PDFs, emails, videos, whatever your preferred method of communication is with your ideal customer, that you want to have valuable and compelling content, okay? You guys hear me talk about this all the time when it comes to your social media posts. They should have some sort of purpose. Everything that you post on your page should have some sort of purpose, and you want it to be valuable and compelling. So in Beachbody language, that's our workout previews. You guys are super blessed. In the past, whenever we've had a product launch, we have never had access to any of the workouts. It's always been the elite coaches. They get the preview workout. A lot of times they'll hype it up. They can do workouts of themselves doing it, but we've never had, first dib access on what the product is going to look like. Well, you have that now with Beachbody On Demand. So you can try it out. You can take videos of yourself doing the moves and post that on your Facebook. That's a compelling and valuable content. You can give printable grocery lists and meal plans. We have tons and tons available, y'all. Like if you have Beachbody On Demand, which you all should, you have access to I don't know how many different meal plans and guidelines. Plus on our team website, you have access to a whole bunch more. Plus there's Google. Like you Google or Pinterest grocery lists and meal plans, you have access to any of that. Again, that's compelling or valuable content because you're giving something away for free. That's what people love to see. A video series following your journey, printable workout cards, or a Google Hangout with prospects doing 2 to 3 of your moves. That's not one that I've ever tried, but I've heard some coaches use it in the past. So here's some examples of valuable content leading up to a product launch. So Chelsea over here, she did a video doing Insanity before the Insanity Max 30 launch. Why is that important? Well, she's highlighting a specific program. She's talking about her workout. She's showing a video. She's not using the corporate videos that we have available. It's an actual person, and you can see what she's doing. Plus, we all know that Insanity Max 30 trainer is Shaun T, so she's highlighting that person. Mindy Winder, okay? She's giving away something that's valuable. She's giving away I think it was her meal prep list. But guess what she's doing? Right here where she gives this little link that says click here to check out my guide, when people click on that and they enter their information, she now has all of their emails as a lead, okay, for when that product does launch. And I'm going to show you how you can take advantage of that. Stephanie talked about test group. Whenever we have a new product come out, that's the one thing I always talk about. People want to be in test groups. They want to be the first person to try something and to be successful. So whenever we have a new program come out, when it gets close to that time, I always talk about how I'm running a test group for the Masters Hammer and Chisel, and they get first dibs on, the workout, the programs, the meal plans, that kind of thing. That hypes people up and, piques their interest. The importance of a pre-launch, okay? It creates a foundation of trust and consistency with the people that are following you. You, like I said, you don't want to post the week before or the day of, hey guys, guess what? There's this new Beachbody program out. It's available today. Go check out my link. I guarantee you will not have any success with that. No one's going to go click on your link. No one's going to buy it, and we just seem cheesy and salesy. So in order to be successful with that, you have to build that trust. Well, your trust comes from what you're posting on your social media. It ties in exactly to what we were talking about last week. People are watching you. Whether or not they're commenting, whether or not they're engaging you, they are watching you. I don't know how many times I've gotten a message from someone that says, hey, I've been watching you for some time. I don't ever comment, but I see what you're talking about, yada, yada, yada. Okay, but the point is that they're watching, they're seeing you. So by you being consistent with your 3 to 4 posts a day, shows that you're dedicated and that people can trust you. By you being creative, shows that you have personal style in your pictures and your wording. Your credibility shows that you're, you have a personal commitment to this lifestyle. People know that it's the real deal, but you're not fake. You're not pulling the wool over their eyes. This is you and this is your life. Your daily posts don't have to be about Shakeology. I know so many of you are like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to post. I run out of ideas. Well, we've done the work for you. If you go look on the new website under week 3 of the new coach training, it says social media content. Print this. It's literally how-to guide of what to post. It gives you, here's some ideas. On Monday at 7 a.m., post a motivational quote. At 10 a.m., post a health tip of the day. A healthy lunch, a random question or advice. But the point is, with these, you're looking for engagement. So if I'm posting a healthy lunch, number one, I want my picture to be eye-catching. Number two, I want some sort of engagement. So maybe I ask them a question, what are you having for lunch? Post a picture below. The more engagement you have, the more likes, the more comments, the more that your stuff is going to say in other people's news feeds. Some examples of how to do a pre-launch with our new program. Well, with the launch of Masters Hammer and Chisel, you can do a program with that specific trainer. 99% of all of you on this call have or are doing the 21-day fix. That's perfect. You're now going to be highlighting Autumn and how awesome she is. If you're really wanting to step your game up, I obviously have done 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme, but I had never done a Sagi workout. So when we heard that this was coming out at Summit, I automatically said, my next program is going to be Body Beast. So that's what I've been highlighting on my Facebook, is that I'm doing my half marathon training and I'm cross training with Body Beast, because I'm highlighting that specific trainer. It shows that he is credible. It shows that you get results, and that he's committed, that I'm committed as a coach because I'm doing a program from him already. It's, you can show the workout style. Like I said, instead of posting the corporate videos, do a video of the program that you're doing. So you can either do videos. Lakeisha is great at this. She posts videos of her doing workouts all the time. You can go on and do the hammer and chisel workout and post moves of there. People like videos. So they want to see who you are. They want to see that, that they can do the moves. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll do the modified moves so that people can see that, yes, Insanity is crazy, but anyone can do the modified moves. And on the website, if you need help with apps on how to do videos and that kind of thing, there's a whole list of social media content apps that you can use. So here's a couple examples. Andrea Crowder over here, she got the 6-pack lunchbox, which I think is so cool. And, she talked about that. Melissa McAllister, talked about how prepping her meals, it sucks. No one likes to spend an hour and a half on a Sunday doing it, but it saves you time, and it saves you, 5 hours during the week. Instead of posting, everyone gets tired of seeing your Shakeology cups. We talked about this last week. Post a picture of your Shakeology in a pretty glass, like this little mason jar thing, and then post whatever recipe, or try a new recipe and post about it. Cute workout clothes. What's going to happen? Yes, she's posting a workout picture and she's talking about something that absolutely has nothing to do with her workout, but guess what happens? People are commenting, oh my gosh, that's a cute workout top. Where'd you get it? Again, it's sparking engagement, and people are seeing that you are prevalent in what it is that you're doing. Okay, so why is collecting emails important? You can post all day on social media, but if you're not collecting information from them, if you're not getting, their contact information, how are you going to get information out to them when the product launches? So we take huge risks by just doing everything on social media and not actually collecting information from them. I personally have used MailChimp in the past. I kind of let it go, but it's something that I've picked up here in the past couple weeks, and now I'm using it religiously because it's allowing me to get those leads. People can click on something and say, if I decided to give everyone a free grocery list, I can create a link to that. They click on that link, they're going to have to input their email address. When they do that, I've now collected another lead, so that when the product is launching or when I want to send out information, I can do that. So in the folder that I'm going to post on our Google Drive, it's going to give you step-by-step on how to set up a MailChimp account and how to handle that. It's the same thing in person. People ask me all the time for my business cards, but 9 times out of 10, if I give them a business card, they're not going to do anything with it. So what do? This weekend is a prime example. I was in the hospital, and I got 4 different Facebook friends and email addresses because I just had conversations with people. And all 3 of them asked me for my business card. But instead of me giving them my business card, I said, hey, let me go ahead and add you as a friend on Facebook. Or can I get your email address and I'll shoot you some information? that puts the ball in my court instead of putting the ball in their court. Use the internet to your advantage. You as a coach are a collector of stories. It doesn't matter if you're a brand new coach or not. You guys all have access to our challenge groups. You see the testimonies and the stories that are being shared. If you haven't started a testimony document or something, a Google Drive, you can do it on Google Drive, you can do it on your computer. You need to start collecting those stories. If someone talks about how they had a great first week and they lost 5 pounds, that's a story. That's what you need to think of yourself as a collector of stories. Well, we're blessed because we have Facebook, and Beachbody does test groups with their products before it's launched. And so you now have access. They just released them yesterday. These are all of the test group photos from the Masters Hammer and Chisel. They're real coaches. They're real people. They're not stock photos. It doesn't say Beachbody all over it. That's what people want to see, because 9 times out of 10, people are going to scroll right past a stock photo because it's going to look salesy, whereas this is real people. So in our Masters Hammer and Chisel product launch folder, I've started to collect these stories and these pictures so that you have access to them. As you're dropping bits and pieces of information over the next weeks and month, you have these pictures to share. If you're not following them, I would go follow them. Same thing goes with any, other successful coaches in the business. Start doing your research. Follow other coaches so that you can see how that they're doing things. Do's and don't, okay? Do not post any of the Beachbody created images. Again, it seems salesy and cheesy. I don't necessarily mean, you guys have seen me post a picture of the Masters Hammer and Chisel. But what do? I put it in a collage with me either doing the workout with me, with my Beachbody on Demand, something with not just that stock photo. Don't post a link to your shopping cart on Facebook. This is the same for any day, but it's especially true with sales and product launches. Don't do it. Don't wait until the last minute. That's why I wanted to do this call tonight. I know that it's only the first full week in October, but it's going to be here before you know it, guys, and especially with the holidays coming up. You want to be prepared so that you can be successful and hit it hard, because I guarantee you this is going to be huge. And one of the biggest keys of advice that I can give you is that scarcity is huge. You want to act like the product is going to sell out, because more than likely it could or it would. They've gotten smarter about the amount of copies that they are producing, but you never know what could happen. When it seems like it's super important, people are more inclined to, jump on board. This is a huge one, and I need to reiterate it some more. Do not copy other coaches' posts word for word. You can be inspired by them, but create your own. You want to be authentic. So what I do is I will screenshot a post that I really like. I'll take it, I'll tweak words, I'll put my story in there. But don't go and copy post word for word, because it's just going, a lot of times what can happen is that person may follow another coach, especially if it's a top coach. And if they see that you're posting the exact same thing, it's going to kind of, call into question your credibility. And it's okay if you've done it in the past. I mean, I'm guilty of it. Every single coach is guilty of it. But I'm giving you guys the advice now to make it your own, create your story. That's what people are going to relate to. I have created a folder on my Google Drive where I literally, everything that I see that I like, I screenshot and I put into that folder so that I can go back when I need different ideas for a challenge group or a coaching opportunity. So, it just gives me a place of inspiration. Schedule your post. I'm going to show you guys a product launch calendar here in just a minute so that you can see what it's going to look like. But be strategic and ask yourself, are the things that you're posting going to cause engagement? Are they going to provide value? Are they going to create social proof? Because that's what's inevitably going to make or break you. So here is a product launch calendar. It's not a specific month. It's just, one full calendar month with some few extra days. I don't know the specific release date of Masters Hammer and Chisel. I know that leadership is this weekend, so I have a feeling that we will find out the exact date. But until then, we can plan on it being sometime in December. My guess would be early to mid-December. So what I would do is I would start figuring out your calendar now and how you are going to want to be successful. In our product launch folder, it's going to give you step-by-step what to do for this whole week before to start with your Sideways sales letter 10-day steps. But before that, you need to be sprinkling your page with different tidbits about Masters Hammer and Chisel, testimonies, your workouts, showing different things with 21 Day Fix or Body Beast, so that you're piquing that interest and that people are starting to see. Don't wait until, if we're launching on the 1st, don't wait until the 24th to start doing it now. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Let me stop recording. We've got